Hey traders, this is Richard, CEO of altFINS. In today's trading video, I will cover some breakouts from channel down patterns, as well as share some trade setups of assets that are about to break out from channel down patterns, but haven't yet and could turn into some nice gainers. I'll also try to answer a very important question right now in the market. Was the recent bounce up in the market just a bounce up in a downtrend, or is it a beginning of something more sustainable, a restart of an uptrend? But first, let me mention that in our VIP Telegram channel, we totally nailed the bottom of the recent downswing, and our members are making nice 20-40% gains on trade setups that we discussed in the VIP channel on Stacks, VeChain, Maker, Solana, Chiliz, and Toncoin, among others. So if you are an annual, a lifetime, or an education plan member, be sure to join our VIP Telegram channel. Now let's quickly cover some of the recent price action. We clearly have had a really solid rebound from very oversold levels, and we had been pounding the table on this really in the last couple of weeks, that the markets were getting way oversold, especially when the RSI for some of the major assets reached the level, 30 or so level in the on RSI. If you look at Bitcoin, right, on the pullback, reached RSI or relative strength index. Relative strength index is a very useful indicator for spotting oversold or overbought conditions. In this case, when the RSI dipped to 33, that was the lowest RSI we had seen in close to a year, and so we saw a nice bounce back up. Ethereum as well pulled back. RSI was reaching 30 or so. Binance Coin similarly. Solana got down to 33 RSI as well, and so on. So Dogecoin as well, and so now that we've bounced back up, I still see some potential upside from these levels, and but the question is, as I mentioned, is this just a bounce up? Will the assets resume their downtrend? Because the trend picture is mixed. If you look at the trend tab here, where the system constantly updates the trend rating on the short-term, medium, and the long-term basis, Bitcoin's got a mixed picture, right? I tend to focus on the medium term because it's a more established trend, but not an old trend. Whereas the short-term trend tends to fluctuate very quickly and can change, the medium trend is, I think, more indicative of where we are right now. On the long-term basis, a lot of the assets are still in a solid sort of strong up or uptrend, but we clearly had some disruptions in the last few weeks. So the trend picture is relatively mixed. Ethereum is down, Solana in a downtrend still, Ripple in a strong downtrend, some neutrals, some up, up or strong ups, but not many. It's mixed. So what we need to now pay attention to is whether this bounce up could be a beginning of a restart in uptrend. And the way what I'm gonna focus on is really, I need to see the prices make a higher high. And what I mean by that, let's take a look at the charts again, right? We're bouncing up here with Bitcoin and Ethereum and a bunch of other assets, but we haven't quite reached or surpassed the prior upswing high. The prior upswing high here, Bitcoin hit $67,000 and change. We need to see the price hit that and surpass that level to make a higher high. Because an uptrend definition, the textbook definition of uptrend is a series of higher lows and a series of higher highs. Higher lows and higher highs. When in some cases we have seen a higher low, Binance, right, made a higher low on the downswing, but we need to see the price break above the prior upswing high, $617, to see the price make a higher high. Now, it may pull back after that again, but that will have set the tone that perhaps this market is once again resuming its uptrend because we're seeing some higher highs. But we're not seeing that just yet. Solana, prior swing high was $160. We're not quite there yet. We're getting close. We got as close as 157, but we're not quite at 160 and higher, right? Dogecoin actually has made a higher high here. It's surpassed that higher high. So that's a bullish sign, and on and on. So that's what I'm going to be looking at and looking for to determine whether this is just a bounce in a downtrend or a resumption of uptrend. Now, in the meantime, we've got a lot of really nice trading opportunities as the assets are breaking out of certain chart patterns. You can find these in the technical analysis section, in other areas as well. But here we keep track of 60 major altcoins and their technical analysis outlook and therefore some trade setups. You can sort them by whether they're bullish or neutral or bearish, certain chart patterns like channel down, sideways channel, and so on, and whether the stage is a breakout or just emerging. One that I think I wanted to highlight is render token, RNDR, right? This one played out really well. It was a breakout of a channel down pattern. As you can see, it broke out of it here. And, it's close to our target of $10. In fact, I believe it actually reached our target of $10. Let's look at the live price now. Right, it's $9.95. So basically, it's reached our target for a nice 25% gain or so from that breakout. Now, we're not bullish on it anymore at the moment because it has reached our target, and there's resistance here at $10. So I think we may see the price take a breather. But it is positive to see it also make a higher high versus the prior upswing high. Okay, so, but in terms of trading opportunities, there's a bunch of these opportunities, breakouts that we highlight in this section, as you can see here. But I would also encourage you to keep an eye on those that have not broken out yet, right? Those could be some trading opportunities that are just ahead of us in the next 1 or 2 days. And to do that, you basically look for channel down patterns or other patterns that are still in a neutral rating. An example is compound, right? It's still neutral. It's trading in a channel down pattern. Let's take a look at the chart. All right. Well, it's right up against that resistance. First of all, the channel down resistance trend line, which also lines up with a horizontal resistance zone of $60 and also converges with the 200-day moving average. So this is a very stiff resistance zone. If the price is able to clear it, then we could see it swing higher to the next resistance zone, which becomes our price target of $60 to $70. So that could be a nice 15% or so gainer on such channel down breakout, but it hasn't broken out yet. So what we want to do is to stay on top of that. We're going to say, let's check the chart again. What was the prior high here? Was about $60.90. So to be precise, let's get alerted when the price is above $61. And then I'll add a note to this: channel down breakout above $60 resistance and 200-day moving average. That way, set the alert. That way, when I get the alert either on my mobile app or here under the alerts section or in my email, I will also receive this note and I will know what this alert was about. What should I be doing? I should be buying it. Now, another such example of an asset that's close to breaking out is the graph. right here. Okay, take a look at the trade setup here. Price bounced off of this support area of 23 cents, which is also a 200-day moving average. And now it's up against this resistance and the prior swing high, about 30 cents. So I need to see it break above this. So let's see, it's at 30 cents and just over 30 cents right now, in fact. But let's take a look at what was the prior high. It was really 31 cents and some change. So let's set the alert for, let's get alerted when the price hits 31.5. 0.315. That would be break above downtrend line, above 30 cents resistance, upside to 36 cents next. Okay, that's my target, right? So I'll get alerted when this happens. I would probably buy it with the assumption that the price target or the price could revisit the next resistance zone of 36 cents for a nice 15% or so potential upside. So this is how I stay on top of some of these trading opportunities, and I think you should do the same. Utilize the tools that altFINS offers you in helping you discover trades, but also stay on top of the market as well. Now, the other very important part of trading is obviously risk management and knowing where to place the stop loss level, what the size of the trade should be, and that's something that we explain in our new crypto trading course in lesson 9 on risk management. We got a whole lesson by itself, so I encourage you to check it out as well. We also have a lesson on how to trade breakout from chart patterns, and that's lesson 5 and 6. Now keep in mind that this trading video is for informational purposes only, not meant to be financial advice, and do your own research. Good luck trading.